Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Realtree, Hoyt Archery, Muddy Outdoors, Fuse Accessories, Frigid Forage, Trophy Rock, Scentmaster, Cabela's, Rocket Broadheads, TrailCamPro.com, Bloodsport Arrows, Redneck Hunting Blinds, ScentLock, Woods Zero Turn Mowers, Scott Archery, Yeti Coolers, and Nikon.
Welcome to Midwest Whitetail. I'm in the office today because our season here is officially closed in Iowa. This is our second to last episode for the regular 2013 whitetail season here at Midwest Whitetail. And today's episode is going to be a recap of the ATA show that took place this past week. It was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And Greg and Aaron made it down there and visited with our sponsors. We're going to take a look at some of the new products that they're bringing out for this year. At the end of the episode, I'm going to bring you a segment with Governor Terry Branstad from Iowa. And every year he hosts a governor's hunt. And this year it was in southern Iowa. And I had the opportunity to host him on our farm. Aaron and I went out with him to one of our better spots. We had a chance to talk about the politics of deer hunting and the deer population in Iowa. So hopefully you'll find that interesting. Next week's episode is going to be the last one for the 2013 season. And it's going to be highlights from this past year. And I'm also going to talk about some of the lessons that I learned, some of the things that I'm going to try to apply going into the 2014 season. So let's go down to Nashville, Tennessee and take a look at the ATA show.
Hey guys, Mike Valier from Muddy Outdoors here at the 2014 ATA show. Here's our Safeguard harness, one of the lightest and simplest harnesses on the market. We've gone and done a few updates. We've added some accessory holders for your grunt call, for your rangefinder. We've added a new bungee system to our tether and made it just a little bit longer. Now you have a little more, not just breakaway stitching, but that bungee system in there. Now that I've ran through some of the new features on our Safeguard harness, we're going to go check out our brand new Pro camera arm. Hey guys, here is the new Muddy Pro camera arm. What we've done is we've taken our small frame of our Outfitter camera arm and made it truly professional grade. We took the leveling system off of our Boss Hog and Hunter and put it on a small frame camera arm. We've also extended the length of the arm by 2 inches on each end, so it ends up being about 5 extra inches of reach to take our entry-level camera arm and make it truly professional grade. The best feature about this new camera arm is our brand new product, patent pending silent strap. There's a lot that goes into filming your hunt, and last thing you need is one more thing making noise. We've solved the problem of the noisy ratchet straps with our new silent strap. Hey guys, here we are back at the Bloodsport booth, where we're trying to make the best hunting arrow on the market. This year we got new wraps. This is our Flare series. It includes our blood ring, textured surface that helps you to read the shot like a book. The new Flare knock this year, we have gone to a knock system. Basically, our knock will receive our light. Patent pending rubber stomper. Install it in the arrow, set your depth, lights every time. It's a great new addition to the Flare arrow.
Hi, I'm John LaCourte with Nikon. We're here at the 2014 ATA trade show introducing the new Aculon rangefinder. It's an ultra-compact rangefinder. It weighs just over 4 ounces, has a minimum range of 6 yards, ranges all the way out to 550 with 6 power multi-coated optics. Super fast readouts, great for the bow hunter.
Hey, I'm Gene Price with Trophy Rock. One thing a lot of people don't think about is getting your minerals out post-season after the does have been bred, so the does will get their minerals for lactation and fawn development and things like that. So, in that March, February time, is a great time to have these rocks out, and it won't be, something that they have to come and search for. They'll already know where it is. Okay, and a lot of people like the Trophy Rock, the solid version, which is a great product. We also have a lot of requests for a granular version, and we have a new product that came out last year. It's called 465, for 4 seasons of the year, and it has over 65 different trace minerals in it, which is a granular. The granular is kind of a unique structure to it. It comes all the way from dust all the way to like half-inch size. So it'll incorporate itself into the soil really quickly, and then it kind of releases a little bit slower, the bigger pieces, as moisture and stuff gets on it, and incorporates into the ground. Another great use for this is where your rocks have been and the deer have dug big holes. There's not much mineral that has leached into the ground there, so it's great to put this 465 in there, so it really builds that concentration a lot higher. So if they are digging in those holes and eating, at least they're getting a higher concentration of minerals just from what little bit has leached off of the rock into those holes. And it keeps your rocks up out of the holes so they don't dissolve in that puddle of water once it rains.
Hi, my name's Ryan from Yeti Coolers. We're here at the ATA show 2014, looking here at the new Yeti Tank. It's a new insulated bucket-like product. Doesn't have a lid on it, but you can see you fill it up with drinks. Anytime you have a day-long event that you don't need to hold ice for multiple days or a week, you can see what you're getting in and out of it. There's all kinds of uses for it, and it's really a neat new product that we're selling a lot of. This is the Tank 85, and we are also coming out in 2014 with the Tank 45, about half this size. So this Yeti Tank's a great new addition to a line of the Tundra and Roadie series that you're already familiar with, and just basically an insulated cooler without a lid. So it's good for a day-long event.
I'm Alex Gilstrom with Scentlock Technologies. We're here at the 2014 ATA show. I'm standing here next to the new 2014 base layer. Base layers has been a great garment for us for a long time, and we just upped it one more notch. You'll notice the flat lock seams on it. So when you start to layer your clothing and you start to put more layers on, you're not going to feel those seams. They're not going to rub against you. It's a great, smooth, lightweight, silky fabric, so it's going to layer very well. Clothes aren't going to bulk and bunch up on itself. We added a two-way stretch membrane under the underarm gusset to give you more full range of motion. You're not going to be restricted when you're drawing your bow, hiking, climbing, doing all the stuff that hardcore hunters do. It's got two technologies in it. It's known for our carbon alloy technology, and it actually has antimicrobial in it to kill the bacteria on the contact to the skin. So it's a great layering piece. It's super lightweight. It can be worn on its own when it's warm in the early season, and again layered to really just give you the full containment system of the effective scent control carbon alloy garments. So to check out more of our new products, go to www.scentlock.com and see what we have new for 2014.
Hi there, my name's Kevin Wilkie, and we're here at the ATA Trade Show in Nashville. And here I have the brand new Hoyt Factor 30. Awesome bow. This is a top-of-the-line bow. It's an aluminum riser. Comes with a roller guard, stealth shot, or 5-layer laminated limbs, the proven air shocks limb dampers, and a super silky smooth Z5 cam and a half. This is the ultimate bow hunting bow. You can get this bow in a 30-inch, a 33-inch turbo, which shoots up to 340 feet per second, and we also have it in a 34 axle to axle with about a 7-inch brace height, and you can also get that 34-inch in a long draw edition. So if you're looking for a top-of-the-line bow, you've got 4 awesome options there, all of the same technology, same bow, but just different sizes and geometries. So here I'm holding the Carbon Spider 30. If you're familiar with our bows, we started building carbon bows back in 2010 with the Carbon Matrix, and we've had a progression. We're getting better with them every year. Those biggest changes are in the riser design. We've learned that by changing the shape of these carbon tubes, you follow one tube, it'll start out being square, and it goes into being flat, and back to square and flat. So depending on where we need the strength and the stiffness, by manipulating the shape of the carbon, we're able to make a super stiff, very strong riser. Just awesome shooting bow. Like I said, go to your Hoyt dealer and try these bows out. Try them out, compare them side by side, and see for yourself with what we've put into these bows, and you'll appreciate it.
I'm Eric Griggs. We're here at the 2014 ATA show in Nashville, Tennessee. We'll talk to you about the new Scott Archery Mongoose XT. The Scott Archery Mongoose XT is a single sear roller release design. It has a roller that works on the trigger face. It makes for a very smooth, clean release. This release differs from some of our other models in the fact that it has a trigger enhancing return spring. What that means is a constant closed position. So you squeeze the trigger to open the jaw, you let go to basically close it. That does a couple things. It keeps the jaw in a constant closed position, that also increases the range of trigger adjustability that we have within this release. Some of the other features of this release is a knurled forward trigger, a stainless steel titanium coated ultra thin jaw, and our adjustment connector, 5-hole spiral adjustment, gives this release adjustment length to fit any archer. So the other thing with this is it comes in a buckle strap or Velcro, and it comes in black or camo.
Hi, my name is Russ Hurt. We're here at the ATA show with Redneck Blinds. One of the new additions for Redneck this year is the hay bale blinds. Literally, it's an all-organic hay bale. It's got a coconut husk and straw for durability. The wraps will last 3 to 5 years out in the field, or if you take them down and take them in, they'll last longer. But they're a great blind. The windows are silent that run up and down on a window system that we developed. The door where you open them come from the ends, held in place by magnets. It's all black on the inside, so it really hides your concealment. Really excited about the bale blinds. We have 3 different models. We have a regular sportsman's model, we have an outfielder model that's 10 inches longer, and we have our utility model, our hunter's choice model, that it's a waterfowl model, plus you can deer hunt, turkey hunt, duck hunt, dove hunt out of them, so they're a real versatile blind. Another thing that we added along with the blinds is a new line of chairs that we're real excited about this year. It's a portable chair that breaks down and the seat swivels, so it makes a great versatile blind all around for bow hunting, for rifle hunting, again for the duck hunters and waterfowl. So these are some of the new items that we have here at the ATA show with Redneck, and we're really excited about getting them going this year. Look forward to 2014.
It's January 4th in 2014. Happy New Year, by the way. Every year, the governor hosts a hunt here in southern Iowa, and I have the good fortune and the privilege this year of actually hosting the governor as a part of the governor's hunt on our farm. And the spot we're going into tonight is one that we haven't hunted for a couple of weeks. It's probably been at least 3 weeks. A big food plot. We got the snowstorm rolling in here. It's supposed to get really cold this evening, so the deer should be on their feet. It's early afternoon. It wouldn't surprise me if they're already out there. So we're going to make our way down into the valley and talk some politics. And
well, Bill, it's great to be with you and be on your beautiful farm here in southern Iowa. A little bit of snow coming down, and hopefully we're going to see some big deer. There's some great trophy deer, whitetail deer here in southern Iowa.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I appreciate it. So let's roll down there.
Okay, look forward to it.
I'm in the blind here with Governor Terry Branstad. We're going to talk a little bit about the politics of deer hunting here in Iowa. And one of the things that I get bombarded with the most from the viewers of our show is questions about deer population, deer numbers, the direction we're going. And I understand there's a lot of politics involved, and whenever you manage anything in a group this big, something as big as the state of Iowa. But I'll kind of give you the floor if you want to touch a little bit on where we're at and where we're going and some of the challenges that you face.
Well, it's a delicate balance. And, if you go back a few years, we had what most people considered an excess of deer. We're seeing a lot of deer killed on the highways by motorists. So the DNR increased the doe licenses to try to deal with that. And then more recently, with a severe drought and with some of the disease issues, we've seen a reduction in the population. So now we need to try to adjust to that so we can build back up the population. But we always have to try to keep a balance so that we are cognizant of the damage it does to farmers' fields in terms of, and also the bigger problem is the issue of public safety on the highways, and so you can't ever please everybody, but we also recognize that it varies from county to county, so the DNR tries to make adjustments. This past year We specifically reduced in southwest Iowa because of the problems they had there, and I think a lot of that was due to the severe drought and the death loss.
You know, I've heard some of the numbers on the licenses, and I'm sure you've been made aware of, you know, where the trends are at and what the license sales are at and how that impacts revenue. But I had one person explain to me that the economy of whitetail hunting in Iowa, the impact on our economy is about $220 million, and that's a direct impact.
Right.
And that's the actual
and then
money.
Right.
Then there's the secondary, which I think is billions, if you look at the recreational land. It's a controversial subject, of course, and we're not afraid of controversy because it's out there.
Yeah, right.
You know, but hunters are the ones who are bidding up, and specifically deer
The
hunters,
land.
bidding up these acres like what we're looking at here.
This used to be
aren't.
very cheap land, and now all of a sudden it's much more valuable because of the opportunities for hunting.
Right.
And obviously, it's really increased the value, especially here in southern Iowa. And that's been a good thing for the state. It is really important. So there's no doubt that hunting and fishing and outdoor recreation are very important to the Iowa economy, and we want to keep it as strong as we can. We also know there's a balance, and we have to consider the impact that it has on the landowners and on the motorists as well. So that's the challenge that we have to deal with on an annual basis.
And the hunters, obviously the hunters, a lot of them don't appreciate all the delicate politics that are involved. And on the second hand, a lot of hunters don't want to bankrupt their farmer neighbors either. So I mean, we are Iowa after all, and we understand that farming is what makes us what we are. So I think everybody appreciates that. You'll hear some loud voices, you know, pulling one way or pulling the other, and I'm sure they're the ones that you're listening to on both sides.
Well, you know, part of my job is I have to listen to all points of view. I try to be accessible to people, go to every county every year. I'm a hunter myself, so I have a real interest in making sure that we have good hunting opportunities for the citizens of our state as well as visitors. But and that's another challenge is the number of out-of-state licenses that we permit. And there's a lot of Iowa hunters that don't want us to expand that, but yet that is a very good thing for the economy if we can have the opportunity for more people to visit our state and from other places and get hunting licenses. And so it's a delicate balance.
Yeah, and there's always two sides to every argument, you know, and you know, if we're honest, you know, we can appreciate the fact there's two sides. And you know, I think, like I said, it gets to be sometimes a tug of war between the parties, and I try to stay out of the whole non-resident versus resident battle because I can see both sides of that argument. But you know, the access to the land, I won't say it's diminished because of the non-resident, you know, purchasing the property or leasing the property or whatever, but it certainly changed the landscape for the local hunters, and that's why they fight to try to prevent even more access by the non-residents, because they see the money coming in, either buying, leasing the land, or whatever. We've got some action, huh? Well, I guess we're...
Got 3 does coming out from the right here.
You know, they're coming closer.
Yeah, we'll have to wrap up our interview, but we can touch on it some more at some point if we ever get away from all these deer. All these deer that we're talking about
That's
that don't
okay,
exist.
right.
We've taken the governor to the best spot on the farm, so now he thinks there's no problem with deer numbers in southern Iowa, so we've kind of ruined this whole...
Well, actually...
We should have took you to a gar hole where there was no deer and said, no, look what you guys have done.
Well...
We'll cut you some slack on that.
Okay. I appreciate that.
All right, well, we're going to keep our eyes out the window for a little while here and see what comes out.
No, they're getting closer.
Yeah, they are. We had an action-packed evening. Unfortunately, something got downwind of us. I'd say with about 45 minutes of legal shooting time left, something got on the downwind side of the blind. We never did see it out the back, but the deer in front of us sure saw it, and they reacted to it, cleared the field, and that just left us with a little bit of time left before the deer had a chance to come back in. Unfortunately, just not enough time. When we were packing up, they were piling into the field. So, Governor, we had fun. We got a chance to
sure did.
talk about deer and look at some deer and some turkeys and
3 eagles, probably 20 turkeys, and we probably saw 40 deer, but we just didn't see the right deer at the right time. But it was still a lot of fun and a beautiful day to be out there with the snow coming down. And
well, I appreciate you joining us. I mean, it was a
bet.
lot of fun, and hopefully we can do it again sometime.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Really enjoyed it.
That's about it for our late season hunting this year. We've got a couple of evenings left, and then we've got to start looking forward to the fall of 2014. Seems like the preparation begins just as soon as the action ends. Well, I appreciate you joining us. We'll see you right back here again next week for the next episode of Midwest Whitetail. And remember to always dream big.